Jeez. Oh, jeez. Now I lost my train of thought. I guess this is what happens. Uh, Let me do this. Jeez, I can't believe I'm stumbling. Okay. Well, I'm going to wait for some people to join on. I don't think I have anyone on here yet. But I might as well just go ahead and get started. So I have decided to do a 36-hour fast, and I am actually on my final hour. Yo, viewer sorts. How's it going? So, let me start off again. I'm a little off right now, but I just want to kind of say that right now I'm in the midst of a 36-hour fast. I'm on my final hour, and the reason why I'm doing it is I've read there's a lot of health benefits. Oh yes, the Philippines guys. I know who you are. There are a lot of health benefits when it comes to fasting. Hey, Suzanne Schultz. Hello, welcome. So going back to my health benefits of fasting: anti-inflammation, cell rejuvenation, even weight loss, skin cell rejuvenation. There's 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 a lot of different benefits when it comes to fasting. And I know I don't look like it, but I am trying to get rid of some body fat. I know it's crazy as it sounds. Yes, Rachel, 91. I have already, this is my 35th hour, and I'm going for 36 hours. So I kind of wanted to do a live stream, being that it is my final hour, maybe a little bit longer. But the reason why I'm doing it is I'm trying to see if I can get my body fat down to 10 to 12%. Suzanne, I started fasting. It was not yesterday, or was it? I'm trying to think. So it was at 2 a.m. Let me see if I can get my dates here right. 2 a.m. Friday morning. So Saturday morning. So today being Saturday would be 24 hours. So 2 a.m. and it's what, 1 o'clock my time. So yes, I do believe I am in my final hour, and I feel like really light. I feel really like just even drinking water, I feel like really rejuvenated, and I just feel super light. And I don't know, but now I just got to work on getting my mind to feel the same way as my body does. That's a whole nother step. So if I can get my body to feel, hey, Big G, how's it going? Good. Thank you for joining in. So that's going to be the much longer process. Is can I get my mind to feel like this kind of rejuvenated? I'm really anxious to see how I'm going to do when I get my first meal in. I'm probably going to start off nice and easy, getting in some fruit, maybe get some sushi, but I'm going to start off nice and easy. So that's kind of what it's been like so far. And other than that, hey, Possum Adventures, thank you for joining in. So let's see. So what have I been doing the past few days? Hey, Ivan, welcome, Ivan. All right, I'm seeing people popping in. So what have I been doing the past few days since poo-poo point? Well, pretty much resting. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my previous videos, but today, this week has pretty much been a recovery week, and so will next week. And I'm also thinking that I may kind of back off from the group hikes for a little bit and just kind of focus more on myself. I mean, it's been quite a bit of a journey the past 3 months going on all these hiking groups, but I do feel like I need to work on myself a lot more. And that's kind of where this kind of like, it pays to be a winner. Now, my second stepdad would always say to me, the only thing that matters is winning. It pays to be a winner. And he would say that consistently. Every time I would either go to a race, he'd be like, the only thing that matters is winning. Now, winning is not necessarily just winning a race or being the fastest person or the strongest person at the gym. Winning is about being able to overcome those obstacles. And let me tell you, some of us do face a lot of obstacles. And here's the thing, I know a lot of times there is this negative stigma towards men in my situation. And I'm talking a real big negative stigma. And I I feel like there is a lot of hatred and a lot of this kind of this negativity towards men in my particular situation. And why that is, I don't know. But it's like I almost feel like I wish I could come up with a cure for social awkwardness. It's like if we could put as much effort into finding if we could have put as much effort into finding a cure for loneliness or social awkwardness than we did putting into this vaccine, I feel like we would be saving a lot of lives. And I kid you not. And the crazy thing is, I feel like we have the technology out there to come up with a solution to loneliness, to come up with a solution to social awkwardness that can result in people feeling really lonely. And that's the thing. It's kind of going back to when I made that Being Ugly video and how I was talking about AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence. And I do feel that that's not going to necessarily be the means to an end, but I do feel we have the means to really cut down on the loneliness epidemic and to really help those people who struggle with social interaction, who struggle with awkwardness. Because oftentimes being socially awkward frightens people as much as, say, a horrible person. 888. Yes, I did get the vaccination. I did get my second dose. That was back in April. And so, of course, being that I do live in a student housing environment, well, I kind of feel a lot more at ease, especially with this second or this fifth wave that's going around. And lo and behold, is this rain I feel right now? Hey guys, it is finally raining up here. Wow, this is what we really need, rain. Because it is like a tinderbox out there on those hiking trails in the mountains. This is what we really need, rain. Oh, finally some rain. Oh, I might have to go out for a little jaunt at the local park and just kind of get some activity in me. I've been kind of stir crazy the past few days because I've been really focusing on just recovering and just kind of really thinking, what can I do to really improve myself? Oh yes, modern man perspective. The smell of rain. That's the other thing too. When it hasn't rained in a long time, it's just like this fresh scent in the air. You can't really beat it. And here we are. People who live in Western Washington will often complain of too much rain during the winter months, and now here we are in the middle of summer, and it's like, yes, the rain is back. Oh man. So yes, Blake Lewis, thank you for coming on. So yeah, it's just one of those things that some of these things in life we take for granted, and I feel like a lot of people out there. Yes, don't get the booster shots. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with that, but Ivan, I am in the state of Washington. That's where I'm at right now, and so yeah, I'm actually up here in Bellingham. Not sure how well you can see, but yeah. So I feel like there are a lot of things we take for granted in life. For instance, I take for granted, my health. I take for granted the fact that I'm able to go out there and do things. And there's, other people that may take their friendships for granted. They take their marriage for granted. They take other things that other people may never get to experience in life. And so that's the thing. I mean, there's like this cliche that's like there's someone out there for everyone, or you'll meet your tribe. And those are all, it's like, yeah, those are pretty popular cliches, but in reality, are those really true? I mean, is it possible that really, in order to make those cliches true, do we really need to get down to the root of what is it that we can do to improve the socially awkward? What can we do to maybe eradicate loneliness? And so I feel like if we actually got a bunch of people with all their minds together, scientists, sociologists, psychologists, and worked just as hard as we did to come up with this vaccine, if we could put just as much effort into finding the cure for loneliness, maybe it's through a pill, maybe it's through brain stimulation, or maybe it's through a highly advanced form of social interaction training, whatever it may be, I feel like we can take the steps to cure loneliness. Because I often feel like at the root of loneliness is social awkwardness. That's what I feel like. I feel like the root of most of the loneliness out there is simply social awkwardness. So it's not a matter of finding a cure for loneliness. It's almost finding a cure for social awkwardness. Whether you're socially awkward due to lack of experience with socializing with other people, maybe you've been socially isolated for a long time, maybe you have an intellectual disability, maybe you're on the spectrum. Whatever the cause, whatever the reason, that's beside the point. It's a matter of finding a cure for social awkwardism. So that's and so people may ask, like, what's the goal of my channel? Like, what do I hope to get out of making my videos? What's the ultimate goal out there? Well, Beagles Blockhead. Thank you, Beagles. So the ultimate goal of my channel is, let's face it, there are men out there like myself who are viewed as losers, creeps, not destined to be anything. And that's the hard truth. I mean, people find out, it's like, oh my gosh, why is that guy not married? Why hasn't he ever been married? Does he have any kids? It's like, he must have problems. Red flag. That guy hasn't been in a relationship since like he was 20. Oh, red flag. So it's like I've got all these red flags, it's like you can just picture me with a bunch of red flags on me. And so I'm hoping to prove through my channel that through positivity and showing that you're willing to work on being a winner, doesn't necessarily mean you got to be the fastest, but that you're working to overcome obstacles, that you know that there are solutions out there to the problem, that it's kind of like trying to prove that we are not losers, that we can and are capable of winning. So that's kind of like the overall, and of course to raise awareness on mental illness, loneliness, but to really kind of raise the fact that loneliness is not only an individual issue, but it's also, I feel like it's a societal issue. Meaning, what can we do to maybe reduce the amount of people are stuck in traffic? Or maybe what can we do to allow people to have more free time? To be able to engage in social activities? What can we do to improve on mental health care? What can we do to improve on the services to help those improve on their social skills? Like going back to my other video, easy access, a tailored treatment program, a three-pronged approach: medication, exercise, and therapy. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I know a lot of you kind of hate to see me throw those ugly words like creep, loser, but that's kind of, I'm just being really upfront about my feelings, and just that a lot of us out there are kind of shunned upon, and we're kind of like on the fringes of the group. Like, for instance, in my hiking group, it almost feels like I'm kind of back in high school, because there's like a core group of people that are actively, participating in the group hikes. There's about 100 of us, maybe 150, and about 40 to 50 of us that are really kind of like, I wouldn't say I'm not like part of like the so-called cool crowd. There's about 3 to 4 guys that are, hey, Tony Guerrera. Thank you, Tony Guerrera. Give him a good shout out. Give him a really awesome shout out. Thank you, Tony Guerrera. Oh, that made my day right there. Because like I said, it's been a recovery week for me, but it's also been a week where I've been really kind of feeling on the downside. And see, that's living with depression. The problem is, during my recovery weeks, I can really sink into a really deep depression, and it's been kind of taking a stranglehold on me this past week. And it's really made me think, am I really am I accepted in these hiking groups? And I have the feeling that I am just kind of on the outer fringes. Because like I was mentioning, hey, Big Dummy, right on. Give Big Dummy some love. Oh, awesome, Big Dummy. Oh, you guys are making my day. Because it's definitely been uh, a challenge this past week. Big Dummy, you are awesome. And as far as Gallegos, too, to answer your question, Gallegos, I try to drink. Well, here's what I was doing. I was doing a dry fast for the first 12 hours. I drank a little bit of water for a little bit at the 12-hour mark. Then I went about another 10 or 12 hours and then drank some more water. And now this morning, I've been really pounding in the water. So now I'm getting the water intake up there. And just drinking water, I'm just like, I feel like I'm like that person that's like going out into the wild, that's like really kind of like lost in nature. Hey, Ellen Oakland, welcome, Ellen. All right, Tony, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I need to really work on those self-defeating thoughts, but oftentimes it's kind of a way to just, I feel like there's just things I often got to really get off my chest. And so that's kind of why, I'm sharing a lot of my deeper down thoughts. So that's kind of why I often will throw those negative terms out there about myself, but I'm also really being honest about myself too. But I'm also trying to really show you guys out there that if you give it enough effort, and sometimes you've got to take a step back and just realize that, okay, maybe I'm not accepted into these hiking groups as of yet, or maybe there's some stuff I got to work on myself. Because like I was saying, it kind of is like being back in high school. You got the cool people. There's like 4 or 5 guys that they're getting like all the dates, or they're going on all the hikes with the women. They've got their close circle of friends. And yeah, once again, thank you, Big Dummy. Thank you so much. And so like, yeah, you've got these. Oh, Maria Katie 247. The longest fast I had ever gone on prior to this was about 20 hours. So yes, this is my longest fast. And I'll probably, at the 36-hour, well, I don't know how long it's been. Well, I'm probably under an hour now before it's been 36 hours. Once I'm done with this live stream, then I'll probably go off and get some food. Better to hike with one person. Yeah, Beaufort Resorts. Hey, Compass Johansson. Thank you for joining in. As Beaufort Resorts was saying, yeah, it's better to go hiking with one person or 2 people that you can really feel like you're getting an interaction with. Hey, Brev. How's it going, Brev? Thank you for joining in. I prefer one-on-one hikes or really small group hikes. Hey, how's it going? The Saluki, am I getting that right? The Saluki, I hope I got that right. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a little burnt out on these large group hikes because, like I said, you've got the cool crowd, then you've got kind of like the outer fringes that are kind of forming their own social circles, and then you've got kind of the other people like myself that are just kind of like on the very outer fringes that really haven't found their niche quite yet. So it's kind of frustrating, and I don't know. I think next year what I might end up doing is, someone suggested, and I don't know what you guys think, but maybe I need to just go on a long road trip and meet some of you guys out there wherever you may be at. Don't know how well that would work out, but I know for next summer, I am going to try a different tactic. I'm going to try some different things because obviously it's been an experience so far, and it hasn't, it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping that by now I would have a really good close circle of friends that would maybe potentially be dating, or at least be going on hikes with, a few of the women in the group, but it just hasn't panned out that way. And so I don't know, it's kind of frustrating. So maybe I just need to take a step back from the hikes, just kind of maybe refocus on myself. Hey, Toodles Poodles. Yes, I know, Alaska. And Arizona, see, Alaska, Arizona. I know I have some people in Texas, Florida. Where else? Tennessee. I don't know if I have anyone in Tennessee right now, but I have a few viewers in Tennessee, Minnesota, even in other parts of the world. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think I do need to see. Hey, Kaz. Yeah, I'm making sure I got everyone here because sometimes I get a little bit lost. Hey, Tony Guerrera, you are awesome. Making sure I got that correct. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone here. So yeah, trying to just go back, go back to, where was I? Yeah, so for next summer, I've got to do something a little different. Yes, Random Crouton, thank you for joining in. Oh, yes, this world can definitely be a dark place many times, but sometimes you just got to figure out a way to find the light. I know it's... hello, Flavio Mercea. Welcome. We got Flavio from Romania joining in. Yes, France. We got Lou Halho from France. Hey, Banana Fish 314. You finally got a live stream, Banana Fish 314. I like that name, Banana Fish. Oh, you're starting to make me hungry though, cause oh, that's not good. Cause I'm nearing that 36-hour mark, and when I start thinking about food, oh, I got someone from the UK here. Oops, I got to make sure I get Good Gaming. Hey there, Good Gaming. Steve L, John B, and Banana Fish. Welcome. Thank you for all joining in. And like I was saying, now that I'm starting to think about food, that's oh crap. That's not good. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Hey, Merlin. How's it going there? Welcome. Yeah, so. Yes, John B. See, that's the thing. It's funny because I feel like there's so many people out there that I'm interacting with, but when it comes to like my local area, it's like, where's everyone at? There's very few people that seem to be really interacting with me in my general area. Don't know how that... I don't know. It's like, tell me, guys, do you think I would actually be happier if I just say left the state of Washington and say move to Colorado or Arizona? I don't know. I'm really debating that. I don't know. I love the hikes up here. I love the scenery, the ability to be able to ski year round. But in all honesty, deep down inside, I feel like I'm really longing for that connection. Yes, I know. I wish I could snap my fingers. Compass Johnson. Yeah, I wish I could I wish I had like teleporting like in Star Trek. It's like, beam me up, Scotty. And I'd be like, beam me to Florida or beam me to the UK. Oh, wouldn't that just... J. Aragus. Yes, it is. Ben with an N. How are you doing there, Ben with an N? Well, I'm doing okay. I mean, it's been kind of a downer week, and then a couple of days ago I decided, you know what? I think I'm going to go on a 36-hour fast because I've read that fasting can help with rejuvenation. It can even help, supposedly I've even read that it can help with stem cell production. So maybe I can rejuvenate some of those lost brain cells in my brain and rework on those neural pathways to make me a more happy person, even if I'm in the midst of severe loneliness. I don't know what it is, but Colombia right now, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, I want to go back there and visit Colombia, but as far as living down there, I don't know that quite as yet. Let me see what I got. What else? Let's see. I think I missed someone. Yeah, I would. Yeah. The Norwegian Alps. Oh, the Norwegian Alps, the French Alps, the Swiss Alps. Now, if I were to say that if there were to be any area that rivals this area, I would have to say the Alps. The Alps put to shame the Cascades. No offense to any of you out there who are in Washington State who love the Cascades, but I feel like the Alps would put the mountains we have over here to shame. ski. You got glaciers that are miles long. You've got cycling. You've got those cycling paths. You've got, I mean, you've got cycling that even myself, I'd be like, can I do that 60-mile route with 8,000 vertical feet of elevation gain? Carlos Casega, Patagonia. Thank you. Welcome, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely other parts of the world that would easily rival this corner of the world. And after all, I mean, this is a really small corner of the world. And so maybe it's just a matter of me. Yeah, I think next summer I definitely have to try something different. I mean, I gave it a go this year with the hiking groups. You know, I gave it what I felt like was my best effort. But yeah, it's definitely something that maybe I just got to really explore the world, because the world is a large place, and who knows? You just never know what you're going to encounter on some random travel. Maybe I'll be hiking the Alps somewhere, doing a ski, or maybe I'm doing some epic, I don't know, maybe a cycling adventure, or maybe doing a safari, and I might just meet people that I just click with. I don't know. I for some reason I feel like I'm just going to be. I don't know. It sounds kind of crazy, but I feel like I'm going to meet my tribe. I'm going to meet the person I'll be sharing my life with just on some random occasion. And it's not, I have the feeling it's not going to be in this state. I don't know why that is, but just, yeah. So let's see. I'm missing someone here. Did I miss anyone here? Yes. All right. Yes. Tony Guerra. Mr. Frederick. Yeah, that's what I was meaning to say. The world is my oyster. I guess that's the phrase I think people use. But yeah, but here's the thing too. I mean, I am starting a software development program. Yeah, Terry, you gave her some. Terry, not sure if that was referred to me. Terry, let's see. Terry Saigon, you gave her some unkind words, and I'm not sure that was geared at me, but I apologize if I offended anyone. But all right, so what was I going back to? So what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm starting a software development program this fall. It's pretty much all online, and it does have an actual built-in work experience program within the program. So meaning it's got internships built into the program, which is definitely something that's going to help me get that job that I'm finally going to be able to want to seek. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, it's online, so that's not going to inhibit. Yes. So that's not going to inhibit my ability to do any traveling next summer. So I think what I'm going to do is really focus. And so that's the other thing too. I know I'm kind of going on random. I'm kind of like going off in a tangent in different directions. But that's when I'm doing a live stream, I find that I do kind of go off in random tangents. But oh well, I guess it is what it is. So being that I am starting a software development program this fall, I am really hopeful, and I'm going to be really busy with learning to program in Java, HTML, Python. Yes, chase my dreams. That's definitely chasing my dreams. What was that? So let's see. What was I saying? Now I've lost my train of thought. Yes, I'm really hoping that this program that I'm going into will pay off. And I'm really hopeful about it. Not only is it going to keep me busy, but it's going to help me to kind of keep my mind focused. I'm going to actually have some structure, and I'm going to be gaining some really high in demand skills. So essentially what the degree is, it's pretty much a software engineering degree. Just to keep it simple, it's pretty much getting me to be a software engineer. And that's a pretty common route to go into, especially if you do want to be a data scientist. Because there is some, you do have to have a certain level of math to make it through this program that I'm going into. So that's typically a common route to go into the field of data scientists, machine learning, and even working with artificial intelligence, is to have that software engineering background. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so I'm not sure what that comment was about being unkind. But like I said, if I was unkind to anyone, I apologize for any of that. But So, what was I saying? What else? It looks like the rain has finally stopped. That's too bad. Oh well, it was nice while it lasted. Uh, so, let's see. Tony Guerrera, Tea Spill with Me podcast. Okay, let me see if I can get back to some questions here. All right. Okay. Okay, let's see. Great career. Let's see. Move to the Silicon Valley and become rich. How do you inspire yourself to exercise and eat well done? Don. So to answer Tony Guerrera's question, how do I inspire myself to exercise? Let me think. Let me think on that just a little bit. Well, let me give you an example. Hey, hello, Susan Smith. Hello, Susan. Welcome. So, how do I inspire myself to exercise? Well, when I think about it, I guess deep down inside, it comes back to really reflecting on, hey, Darlene Traverse, thank you for joining in. It comes back to my early childhood years of being bullied, and the years when I was like the weakest one at school. Yes, I kid you not. I think it was in 6th grade when I first went into middle school. I was literally the weakest kid at school. When it came to the push-ups, the sit-ups, I scored the lowest. And when it came to the timed mile run, I was like 2nd or 3rd from last. And all my time during middle school, I never finished anything better than 3rd from last in a timeout. Mr. Fredericks, I don't necessarily have a certain set exercise routine right now, being that it's summertime. With the hikes, that kind of throws off my routine at the gym quite a bit, especially with the cycling rides. Hey, Merlin! Merlin, thank you, Merlin. Super chat, Merlin. Give him some love. Give Merlin some love. Definitely. Women's rights. Women's rights was I'm just reading some channel names off here. What time do I normally work out? Usually in the afternoon. I usually work out about after 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And that's also when the gym, at least the gym I go to, is less crowded. Yes, Merlin. Thank you. Thank you, Merlin. So it's funny, the gym I go to is actually most crowded between the hours of 2 and 4. After about 5 or 6, let me scroll up to read. Let me see if I can find Big Dummy's question. Because I'm getting someone saying scroll up to Big. I know I missed Big. If I can find it. Sometimes it won't let me scroll up all the way. So I would like to pay you for a Zoom call to talk to my son regarding his college. If you're up to something like that, yes, Big Dummy. If that's the question you're referring to, yes, I wouldn't mind doing a Zoom call with you, Big Dummy, as far as discussing that about college aspirations. So yes, to answer your question, Big Dummy, yes, I would definitely do that for you. So yeah, hit me up sometime. You know how to. I'll post my. I've got something coming up. Okay, I'm about to get a. Okay, yeah. So as far as John B says, women going for the top 20%. It's. Yeah, so yeah, Big Dummy, many people count their push-ups. I don't. I just do as many as I possibly can, then do more. That's the way to do it. When it comes to doing push-ups, sit-ups, or any basic body weight exercise, sometimes you just don't want to really worry about counting. You just want to do like sets of like, okay, I'm going to do as many as I can until I can't do anymore. Yeah, so Golden Heart. Yeah, it's Tea Spill with Tony podcast. Yeah, well, middle school, unfortunately, is a big time. I mean, it's a big time. How would I say? Not big time. It's an important time in our development. So I feel like how we're treated in middle school and elementary school, and not. Okay. Let me rephrase that. How we're treated during our grade school years can obviously have a big impact later on in life. And so, even though if you experienced a lot of bullying in your early years, oh yes, Big Dummy. Yes, no problem, big dummy. I will definitely do that for you, especially since you've been helping me out. I'll do that. I'll do the same for you. I'll definitely do that for you. So yeah, what I was saying was, you may not necessarily experience the consequences right away when it comes to bullying. Let's see, Banana Fish 3114. I am into nutrition, but I don't necessarily count my calories. I don't know. I feel like caloric counting, not quite into that as of yet, but I do watch my nutrition. Like for instance, when I go break my fast, when I finally break my 36 or 37-hour fast, I'm just going to start off with some light fruit, maybe some blueberries, strawberries, and probably a little bit of sushi. I'm just going to start off nice and easy. And then I might go for some Thai food later on, just to kind of break it up nice and easily. So what was I saying about the early years and bullying? So yes, experiencing bullying in your early years may not necessarily have consequences, right away, but I feel like it can predispose someone later on in life to develop, mental issues or mental illness. So that's the thing. Even though you may not necessarily be experiencing the negative effects of bullying right away, or maybe you might not even experience them for several years, but then you might have events that happen later on down in life, say in your 30s or 40s or even in your 50s, and it can trigger, it can cause a trigger to develop mental health issues. Yes, I remember that time at the beach. Yeah, that was a fun time. I did enjoy that. I think I missed a comment here. Let's see if yes. How often do I fast? So, Mr. Frederick, I'm going to probably start doing a 36-hour fast, probably at least once a month. And I'll probably do like 18-hour fasts, maybe once every couple of weeks, just to kind of reap and as far as the health benefits can be anti-inflammatory, reducing inflammation markers. So it's got anti-inflammatory effects, cell rejuvenation. It can even help with your skin. And I've even read that if you go long enough, as long as you don't dehydrate yourself, you can even start producing stem cells, which I kind of found interesting. Now, don't quote me on that, but that's what I've read in some articles. So there are health benefits. Oh, some of the other health benefits to fasting is blood glucose regulation, increasing metabolism to start burning fat. So it's also helping to increase my fat burning utilization. No, I don't drink much alcohol. To answer John B's question, no, I don't really drink much alcohol. And so I missed a comment here. Something about, I'm trying to do the best I can to get it. It won't let me scroll up now. Lira Kalispaqua. Yeah, it's going back to your comment, Lira. Yeah, bullying doesn't matter how intense or how light bullying is. It can have consequences, and also how late someone experiencing bullying can also have repercussions. So it's definitely been a challenge. Yes, Darlene Taveras. Yeah, I'm making sure I've actually drank probably about 16 ounces of fluid the past hour and a half or 2 hours. So yeah, I'm making sure that I'm getting that water intake back up there. But once again, if you're just joining in, I feel like super light right now. I feel like I could just like fly up Poopa Point right now. Of course, I would have to get some. I wouldn't do that right now because I would probably pass out just from the lack of glucose and the lack of nutrients. But I feel like I could just like fly up that hill right now because I am down. Well, I don't know if this really counts because I am fat. Yeah, any bullying can be triggered at any stage of life. That is very true. That is so true. So we are a product of our environment. Would I get myself a cat? I would wait till I have my own place before I got myself a cat. I'm not going to consider having any kind of pet, at least until I have my own place to live. Once I have my own place to live, yeah, I can't decide though. It's like cat, dog, maybe both. I don't know. Maybe a cat, dog, and a rabbit. I don't know. But Anthony Shepard. I like your response, Anthony. Terry Saget. I think canine. Yeah, the canine. Oh yeah. Yeah, everyone's got their preference when it comes to pets. So yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna wait till I get my own place. And so yeah, what was I saying? Whew, kind of get myself a little bit out of breath there, but what was I saying? Yeah, a rabbit. Yeah, no one can really be sad with a rabbit around. Oh man. So I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna quickly get some water here because I do feel a little bit parched. Oh yes, gotta drink some water. Oh, it is. Whew. Oh, okay, that's what I needed to do. Oh, wow. So it looks like this is going on for 41. I can't see what time. Hey, Joel Hemmings. Hey, thank you, Joel. Hope you're doing well out there. Let's see if I'm missing anyone. Did I miss anyone? Let's see. I currently weigh 177 pounds, which is, I don't